Might have to restart the I might have to restart the stream or something, because I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, you got sound? Okay, cool. Cool. Alrighty. Sorry about that, folks. Alright, let me just adjust this right quick. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. So, once again, we cannot get the job done in Atlanta. Carolina Panthers fall to the Atlanta Falcons. Final score 24-10. Yo, we just can't beat Atlanta in Atlanta once again. So that makes Atlanta 21-8 against Carolina in Atlanta. So I'm not going to be on here for too long because I got a pro wrestling event. So a couple of things. One, where were the chunk plays? Because throughout most of the game, Bryce had way too much time. And not anybody was getting open downfield. Well, nobody getting open downfield? I mean, I know he had a couple of close ones, one to TMJ and one to Mingo, that if TMJ would have just kept going, that would have been a catch, and just a bad overthrow on Mingo. Yeah, I mean, I understand we were missing Chark, but we still should have been able to get downfield. And I was shocked. Like, couldn't nobody get open? Like, wow. And I believe the top receiver was Hayden Hurst, which, of course, you know, he had some catches and had the touchdown grab. But, I mean, TMJ had like a few. I think Thielen had one or two. Mingo had a catch or two. I mean, just not a whole lot in the receiving game. And I don't want to hear jack about Chuba Hubbard because he did his thing. The run game, they did their thing. I don't want to hear no junk talk about Chuba Hubbard because he doesn't deserve any junk talk this game. I don't want to hear jack negative about Chuba Hubbard. Not only that, Chuba didn't fumble. You know, not to throw shades at Miles Sanders or anything like that, but Chuba does not deserve any bashing in this game. I know there are folks that don't like Chuba, but he doesn't deserve a single ounce of bashing in this game. But I have to say, still running the vanilla offense. Oh yeah, J.C. Horn. Yeah. I don't know, y'all. That might be the case. He just might be made of glass. Like, I hate to say it, but hamstring, he goes down. I mean, Troy Hill made a little bit of an impact, so that was cool, but yeah. This is why I was concerned about the secondary, because if Horn or D-Jack goes down, because we don't have a deep secondary. We don't. CJ Henderson shows again why he sucks. Falcons offense did nothing, and we still got blown out. Ritter's terrible. Well, to be fair, I mean, they got points off of our turnovers. So, I mean, I understand they didn't put up a lot of numbers, but they still did their part in capitalizing off of turnovers, which is what they're supposed to do. So, I mean, yeah, Ritter's not excellent or anything like that, but, I mean, did he really have to be when we gave them the ball 3 times? So they definitely had some help from our turnovers, that's for sure. If it wasn't for the turnovers, I think it would be a much closer game. But, which, you know, the game was close first half. But then comes second half, just... And then not only that, the same guy, Jesse Bates, the same guy, not only got 2 interceptions, but he forced the fumble, I believe. Or he either recovered the fumble or he forced the fumble. I think he recovered the fumble. But, oh, man. When you got the same guy that makes the same plays, jeez. And the crazy thing is, the O-line did good today. The pass blocking was there. I mean, yeah, Bryce didn't get sacked until the 4th quarter. So the O-line did their job today. But Bryce had all that time and nobody could get open downfield. So, you know, I can't really I couldn't put any of this on the O-line. O-line did their part today. You know? Horrible wide receiving corps. I mean, honestly, Flow Nation says wide receivers was open downfield. Maybe I must have missed something, because I would have thought we would have saw more plays downfield with as much time that Bryce Young had. What game was y'all watching? I don't know, Flow Nation, because it didn't seem like it. It didn't seem like it, because, you know, because for a while his longest completion was 14 yards for a while. Mr. Gemini says, and I didn't like the play call on that 4th and 1. Oh yeah, that was a dumb play call. That was a dumb play call. Yeah, that was a pretty dumb play call. I'm like, this is the regular season. Like, just, not to mention the play call, that run out of shotgun. So, but yeah, I mean, dang, y'all, we needed that win. And not to mention, Bucks and the Saints won today. Yeah, Bucks and the Saints won today. Wait, what was that last comment from Floating? His accuracy is mediocre, but look at CJ Stroud and AR-15. How did they do today, Flow Nation? How did they do today? Just curious. How did they do today? I know AR had a rushing touchdown. I think I remember seeing that in the highlights, but yeah, I mean, the O-line looked good, run game looked good, but just turnovers. I mean, you can't really expect to win a game, especially with 3 turnovers. Put up way better stats than Young. Mainly yards. Yeah. Did they win their games? I didn't get a chance to check the scores. But Pardon me. But yeah, it's hard to win games when you have multiple turnovers. They lost their games. Dang. Yeah. And then J.C. Horn went down. Young wanted Jesse Bates as his number one receiver today. Yeah. I mean, 2 interceptions by the same guy and on similar type of plays, too. That's another thing. On similar plays. So, I felt like the D-line did well. I mean, 4 sacks on Desmond Ridder. You know, they were able to get in the backfield some. You know, Brian Burns made some noise. Shaq made some noise. Luvu, Derek Brown. So it was good to see some folks get in there. So that was good. You know, but still got to do a better job of stopping the run. You know, we kind of struggled on the run some on defense. But and then the tackling just we got to do a better. I mean, we had some good tackles, but just on some of those scores, just the tackling just wasn't there. You think Burns is getting paid now? He better. Flow Nation might be onto something. Says should trade J.C. Horn now or immediately. I don't know, y'all. I hate to say it, but Horn just may be a bust. I hate to say it, but that dude can't stay healthy. You know, it's kind of sad, but the dude can't stay healthy. Shaq and Luvu missing tackles. Yeah, there were definitely a lot, especially going up against Bijan Robinson and I forgot the other dude. I think it was like Tyler Algier or something like that. But it just sucks, y'all, because this was a very winnable game. This was a winnable game. And now we got to go Monday night, not this coming Monday, but next Monday night against the Saints. We can't afford to go down 0-2, especially 0-2 in the division. We can't afford that. We can't afford to go down 0-2. Flow Nation said, I hate to say it, and Horn is my guy, but got to get rid of him before it's too late. I mean, I hate for it to have to come down to that because, I mean, you know, dude has made some good plays when he can, but, you know, you got to be able to stay on the field. We can't expect to only score 10 points and win. True. Facts. And C.J. Henderson ain't it. I'm sorry, but C.J. Henderson is trash. Trade him for a 3rd round in 2024? Perhaps. But, yeah. But I don't know. I feel like playing in Atlanta is a curse for Carolina. It's a flat-out curse for Carolina. So, we got to bounce back ASAP because there's no way we go in home opener Monday night. We lose to the Saints. I don't like our chances this season. If we lose to the Saints, I don't like our chances. Oh, man. Kept it close for a while, but then just 3rd and 4th quarter came and just was too much for us. But I kind of had a bad feeling when we had that really good drive to start off, and then just the 4th and 1 fail. Just bad. Super Trebo says, I have had a bad feeling we might start 0-3. I hope not, but we not beating Seattle week 3 at Seattle. Well, we beat Seattle in Seattle last year, but I don't know. Atlanta specifically, we've had issues with Atlanta over a long time. The season just started, and it already feels like if we lose against the Saints, then the season's over. We might seriously start off 0-4. I sure hope not. I really hope not. But it does kind of make me wonder, was Frank Reich calling the plays the whole entire time, or was Thomas Brown helping, or what? But we got to figure out how to put the we got to figure out how to push the ball downfield. Super Trebo says, we have not swept Atlanta since 2013. That is true. No, it was Ben McAdoo out there. Ew. Oh, man. Frank need to give the play call to Thomas Brown. Yeah, I mean, he's the offensive coordinator. But the whole entire time I was watching the game, I'm just like, dang, Bryce is getting too much time. Where are the chunk plays? So, I don't know. We just don't have the wide receivers that can create space and separation. That's not good. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen once we get Chark back, but if that's the case, that's not good. And I feel for Bryce. Man, a 48 quarterback rating, a touchdown and 2 picks. Oof. Not a good way for the rookie to start off. Hold on, let me see. If you were the Lions GM, will you accept this trade? J.C. Horn for Jamison Williams for a wide receiver? I don't know, because our secondary is still going to need some help too, Joe Valesco. Because, I mean, with D-Jack and, maybe Troy Hill, we don't have any depth there. But we gave away DJ Moore. I mean, Flow Nation, at the same time, I still admire us for making a bold move at quarterback. Otherwise, I mean, did you want to have another year of Sam Darnold or whatnot? So, I mean, I get why they made the move. We're going to have to be hearing junk talking from annoying Bears fans all year, depending on how we play, because they got our pick after season. I mean, that's just the way it is, Super Trebo. I mean, unless we do better, that's just the way it is. Terrible QB play. We need to be aggressive in free agency next season. T. Higgins. That's a name that I have heard a lot of. That is definitely a name I've heard a lot of, Flow Nation. Flow Nation says Sam Darnold would have been fine. You don't believe that. You honestly believe that? You would go through another season with Sam Darnold. Ghost seeing Sam Darnold. You sure about that? Falcons made adjustments and we didn't. Pretty much. Drafted QB Mayor Caleb Williams. Well, my whole thing is, folks say rebuild. It's like, dang, how much more are we gonna rebuild before we finally get this thing right? Because it's been a long time. It's been a long time. We hadn't been to the playoffs since 2018. It's 2023. How much longer is it gonna take? How much longer is it gonna take? After Hurst scored that touchdown, he was MIA. Yeah, for the most part. It hurts me. Panthers fans on Twitter overreacting, already saying Tepper needs to sell the team and relocate, sell the team, this and that. Panthers always suck. I understand they're mad, but it's week one. Now, we can't panic. Now that's one thing we can't do. We cannot panic. We can't panic. We cannot panic. Yes, I understand we're frustrated. This was a bad loss, but we cannot panic. This is the first game of the season. We can't panic. We need to get on the winning train ASAP though, especially considering these first two games are division rivals. So Flow Nation says, I love the football team, but I hate the quarterback currently. Just like fans love the team, but hate it. I mean, you hate him already? You hate him already? Just after one game? He'll get better. He'll adjust. I'm not gonna give up on him so quick. Jason, there were actually Panther fans on Twitter saying, I'm glad I don't care about Panthers anymore, and I wish Tepper would go ahead and sell this team. That doesn't surprise me, Super Trebo. We have the most fickle fan base in the entire NFL, so that doesn't surprise me. But nah, y'all, we can't be panicking. We can't be panicking. First game of the season, we still got a lot of football. We still got a lot of football. He's not the guy, mark my words. Well, we'll see. But, I mean, we needed a change anyway. Because, last stint of Cam, Bridgewater, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, they weren't it. They weren't it. We thought there was hope with that 3-0 start with Sam Darnold, and then we saw the real Sam Darnold. So, that's all I can really say about that. But I mean, to be fair, Flow Nation, Cam had a great rookie game, but yet we still lost that game. So, I mean, I get what you're saying, but it's one thing to say that if we won that game, and we did not win that game, bro. We didn't win that game. So, we didn't win that game. At the end of the day, the wins are what's going to count the most. I'm just saying. The wins are going to be what counts the most. Flow Nation, I understand that, but there's but to determine that after one game, come on now. Not after one game. Not after one game. Not after one game. And not to mention, you're saying, Cam, what about the fact that we still lost that game, Flow Nation? We still lost that game. That's the point that I'm making. We still lost that game. Oh, sorry about that. But yeah, we still lost that game. What about that? Sucks we don't have a first round pick this year. This is true. This is true. Pardon me. At least I live in Carolina now. Got sick of Georgia. Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel you. About to be the same game next week. Well, we'll see. Hopefully they will make the necessary adjustments. But like I said, now is not the time to panic. Now is not the time to panic. You just gotta make adjustments. Get back to work. Get ready for Monday. Or next Monday. You know, that's all they can do. What's up, Jeff R? Here, let me adjust this. We look bad on many levels. I think the biggest disappointment is the coaching staff. The conservative play calling and undisciplined standards. We're in trouble. Yeah, Jeff R, I wasn't sure if it was the play calling or just folks downfield couldn't get separation. It was crazy because the O-line gave a lot of time. So, yeah. But like I said, I'm not going to panic. You know, it was a bad loss. You know, first game of the season. I know it was tough. We needed this win. We definitely needed this win. And it's already bad enough that we do have a tough time historically against Atlanta in Atlanta. So that's the only thing. But, you know, we still got a lot of football left to play. So, 1 second. This thing keeps slipping. Just need to tighten this up some more. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. But yeah, we just gotta... If we lose week 2, then there is going to be some concern because I mean 0-2 in the division. I mean that's gonna be rough. That's gonna be rough. That penalty on the punt was garbage. Oh yeah, the horse collar and that didn't make any sense to me at all. That didn't make any sense. Yeah, that didn't make any sense. Because it was a penalty. There were 2 penalties, and usually it's supposed to offset. But, yeah, that definitely worked in the favor. And that's what doesn't make sense. How the heck did that work in the favor of Atlanta when they're the ones that got flagged for the horse collar tackle? Yet, we still had to play the ball from the 1-yard line. That made no sense to me, but... yeah, that made no sense at all to me. So, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, this one stings. This one definitely stings. I will say that this one stings, and I feel for Bryce. You know, Bryce just those 2 interceptions, and like I said, Falcons pretty much ate off of our turnovers. I mean, at least 17 of their points were off of turnovers. So, You can't expect to win any game with multiple turnovers. So, but I believe we'll bounce back. I believe we'll bounce back. It's so annoying always losing the Falcons. So annoying. We may never come close to catching them with win-loss record. I mean, Super Trebo, it just that it is what it is. I mean, we just don't have a habit of being able to win in Atlanta. I mean, that's just, I don't know if we're cursed or what, but I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, I really don't know how to explain it. But first pick was Luck, second was on Bryce. I don't know, bro. I mean, they were both similar plays, both very similar plays, but just Jesse Bates just made, breaks. Well, he didn't have to really make a break on the ball on the second interception, but the first one, yeah, that was a good break. But yeah, y'all, it was rough out there today. It was really rough out there. But oh yeah, we were talking about that earlier, Super Trebo, because they highlighted Frank Wright throwing the first pass, and it was in Atlanta, and yet we still lost that game. Yeah, but I mean, I believe we're gonna bounce back, though. I believe we'll bounce back. Like I said, I know this hurts y'all, but we gotta keep our heads up. We gotta keep our heads up. That's one thing that I want to emphasize about our fan base. Like, we get like this and we get like this, and then when the time comes and things start turning around, then we want to be all up in our fields. Like, I understand it hurts, but we got to keep our head up. It's still early in the season. That's one game in. So we just gotta keep our heads up. We gotta get back in there and get ready for the Saints. That's all we can do. Because my thing is, if folks are right now going to start claiming that the season's over, whether it's this week or next week, then y'all need to not watch another game for the rest of the season. I'm gonna just be straightforward. If y'all gonna get to the point where after next week, if we lose or whatnot, that the season's over, then you might as well not think or watch any more games the rest of the season if you're really going to claim that. Because I'm sorry, that's fickle. That's fickle. I'm just going, I got to keep it real, because as frustrated as I am to see us lose, it frustrates me even more to see the fan base give up so quickly when things aren't going well initially. We got to stop doing that. Like, on the real, we got to stop doing that. Like I said, I get it. I know it hurts. I know this one stings. This was a division rival. But we have to allow this team to work towards bouncing back. Bernard, what's up? One thing I learned just by playing Call of Duty is to never give my hopes up for anything, especially for this Panthers team. Interesting. From playing Call of Duty, eh? Interesting. But yeah, y'all, like, you know, that's why we keep pounding. That's why we keep pounding. You know? And like I said, I know we're starting at the bottom. The Bucks won, the Saints won. But now we just gotta come in Monday night, next Monday night, we gotta bounce back. And I believe that Bryce will bounce back. We just gotta give them an opportunity to. I don't know, because like I said, we at least saw some things work for us. The O-line did well overall today. They did well overall. We saw it in the run game. We saw it in the pass blocking. And Bryce didn't get sacked until fourth quarter. 2 sacks. Aside from that, the O-line did their job today. Defense was able to get into the backfield. Got, 4 sacks on Ritter? Not too bad. Could have done better, but not too bad. The secondary, and with Horn going down, and CJ making another boneheaded pass interference, yeah, we got some work to do. We also got to get better at stopping the run. But there were some things that worked out in this game. Now, the Troy Hill hit though, bro. I heard you on your live stream, man. That was a banger of a hit. Shaq also had a really good one too. But yeah, Troy came in, immediately made that impact. Indeed. And honestly, I hope he takes CJ's spot, because CJ just, I don't think he's it. But yeah, y'all, the play calling, I just really feel they got to figure something out. Because it should be no reason for Bryce to have all that time and somebody not get open. So I don't know, the wide receivers, they need to put in some extra time. They need to get those reps in. Like, they need to do something, because there's no reason why somebody can't get open with as much time as Bryce has had today. So they need to figure that out. They need to really figure that out. But yeah, y'all, this was rough. This was really rough. But I think in due time, I think we're going to... you mentioned the pass rush before. Do you think it improved? I thought the pass rush was decent. I mean, we got 4 sacks. We got to do a little bit better at containing, because I felt like Ritter was able to roll out a little bit. But overall, I felt like the pass rush was decent today. I felt like it was decent. So I was happy about that. I was definitely happy about that. But we gotta really work on the passing game on offense, and just pass defense, secondary, and we got to get takeaways. And just limit turnovers. Got to limit turnovers. But anyway, sorry to have to run so quickly, but keep pounding. I know we're 0-1 in the NFC South, but y'all, keep your heads up. We just got to bounce back, and let's go in and let's get these Saints. Monday night, prime time. Let's go, y'all. It's too early to be panicking. Where's your faith? You say keep pounding. Show it. Show it. Show it. First game of the season. Y'all want to give up already? Come on now. Wake up. Season's here. It's one game. Many more to play. Let me hear ya. Unfortunately not, Mr. Gemini. Yeah, I'm actually gonna get ready for a pro wrestling event. But yeah, y'all, come on now, let's bounce back, keep pounding. We're gonna get through this. We gotta be ready for when the positives start happen to ride that train. All right, let's go. Tough loss. It hurts. It sucks. You don't like it. I don't like it. But it's over now. We got to move on to the Saints home opener. Let's go ahead and establish home field next Monday. And let's get back on track. Believe that this team can get back on track. You know, we got our quarterback. You know, O-line did their part. We saw some positives. Let them build on that. Let these guys work. All right? I'm about to go in. Keep pounding. I love y'all. Stay positive. All right? Be safe.